Okay,
Hi,
welcome, Patricia
everyone.
Priego.
Thank you. Thank you, Melinda. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome. Today is the second session of the Your Health Matters program. I'm going to be talking about eating fruits and veggies and vegetables. My name is Patricia Priego. I'm a senior health education specialist at M.D. Anderson Cancer Center. And happy to be here. And thank you very much, Melinda, uh, for inviting MD Anderson to be part of this educational series. Melinda is going to post this video, so you're welcome to once it's posted on their Facebook. Please, if you have comments, questions, you can type them. For those who are now watching us right now, I'm gonna go ahead and start talking the whole presentation, and at the end, we're gonna have time for questions and answers. So today I'm gonna be discussing with you the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables, how much we should eat, and some tips to increase our number of fruits and veggies every day, okay? So this is a review from last week. We discussed how important it is to remember that we need to see ourselves, our bodies, as a balance. So we need to mind how much we eat, the calories, how many calories we eat every day. We talked all about that last week. And Melinda is also gonna post the series, the first session. So is where I discuss with you how many calories we recommend that you eat every day according to your gender and age. So that's very important. We're still gonna be looking at the calories that we eat. And then the third session, which is next week, we're gonna be discussing how we also should burn calories to help us to maintain a healthy weight. Because like I've mentioned before, we need to maintain a healthy weight because being overweight or obese increases our risk to up to 13 types of cancer. So we need to know our BMI. We also discussed this last time. BMI is only a tool, but very accurately can tell us if we need to lose weight, if we are overweight or obese. This is a tool for all adults, men and women. And this is for average people, meaning you and I. Of course, if we ask an athlete what is their BMI, they will probably have a very high BMI because they probably don't have 1 gram of fat in their body. But for average people, this can help us to determine if we are overweight or obese. And it is very important for us to know where we are or where we want to be. So whenever you have the chance, please, you can Google what is my BMI, and the only thing they're going to ask you is what is your height, that you can see here in this chart, and what is your weight. In this chart, you're going to find your height and your weight, and the point where they both meet, that number, that's your BMI. We want the BMI to be between 18.5 and 24.9. That's a normal BMI. Between 25 and 29.9, that is that you are overweight, and everything over 30, that means that you might be obese. So please find out. I know sometimes we don't even want to know, but we need to stop being in denial and find out, because we need to start doing something about that if we need to lose weight. Okay, so remember, we also mentioned the importance of knowing what is your waist circumference. Now we know that it's very dangerous if we have all the fat accumulated in our waist, because all our organs are surrounded by fat, meaning that they are probably working harder. They cannot keep up. Yes, they're inflamed. All our organs are in the inflammation mode. That's part of the problem that increases our risk to certain cancers, up to 13 cancers. So the recommendation is, if you're a woman, your waist circumference should not be above 31.5 inches. And if you're a man, it shouldn't be above 37 inches. So try to measure yourself and find out. That also would help you knowing. Now, let's talk about the importance of eating fruits and vegetables, okay? One of the best ways to reduce our risk of cancer is to eat a diet rich in vegetables and fruit. It supports our immune system. Plants have essential nutrients that you cannot get from other foods. All the vitamins, the minerals, okay, that's gonna help our body to be healthy. Okay, now we recommend, and this is very important, to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. So many times I go out in community groups and they probably, some of them eat a lot of 2 vegetables or a lot of 3, that's maximum. So I encourage you to try different colors, different textures. Sometimes we are stuck in our mind that we probably had a vegetable when we were very young and we didn't like it, I don't know, 20 years ago, and we don't want to eat it anymore. Come on, give yourself a chance, try it again, or cook it in a different way. Try to bake it, steam it, grill it, put different spices, add them to your favorite food. So try that, because we want to eat as many colors as we want in our diet every day, because each color has different properties, different nutrients. Now, very good choice is also if you eat them frozen vegetables or fruits. They are very good option. They still keep all the nutrients as the fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay. Now, if you prefer, it's not that you prefer them, maybe it's more convenient for you, buy them in a can. It's okay too. However, you have to be careful because a lot of canned vegetables had a lot of sodium in it. So 2 choices. You can rinse them to get rid of most of that sodium, or just be very careful when you buy them to be low sodium or no sodium completely. And nowadays, you pretty much can find most of those vegetables, canned vegetables, with no sodium or very low sodium in it. The same thing with fruit. If most of the canned fruits had added sugar in it. So be careful if you're gonna buy canned fruits. Make sure that it had no added sugar in it, all that syrup. But try to be aware of those, okay? Remember, variety, it's the key here. Trying to, as I said, all the different colors. Look at this beauty. All different colors. They all gonna have very different nutrients that we need them. Very important to also keep in mind the moderation. Yes, we discussed that last time. Okay, a lot of people say, I'm eating very healthy, and they eat a huge plate of, I don't know, plate of salad, and they put bacon and cheese and I don't know, and then a lot of dressing. So that's a lot of calories. So mind, the moderation, the things that you add to your veggies, how you cook them. Try not to, I don't know, deep fry them. They're going to have a lot of oil. They're going to be very oily. So be mindful of also how you cook them. I hope you increase the variety of the vegetables that you eat every day. Remember, our recommendation, we recommend to eat veggies more than half of our plate of plant based foods in every meal. And remember, plant-based is not only fruits and vegetables, but it's also whole grains, legumes like lentils, beans, red beans, black beans, fava beans, all kinds of beans. They're fantastic. All the beans and lentils and quinoa, because they have a lot of fruit, less calories, okay? And they also have protein. Okay, why is so important? Because it's going to help you to maintain a healthy weight. Okay, so remember, to lose weight, you must eat fewer calories than your body uses. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to eat less food. You can create lower calorie versions of some of your favorite dishes by substituting low calorie fruits and vegetables, especially vegetables, because fruit, you have to be careful. We're going to talk now about that in a minute. Fruit, they may have a lot of sugar. And also, if you have diabetes, you need to follow your doctor's instructions. Okay, I'm going to be talking about regular average people that assuming that you can eat anything. But if you cannot because of allergies or diabetes, please make sure that talk to your physician, to your doctor, and follow his or her instructions, okay? So also, remember that vegetables and fruits, they have a lot of water and fiber in it, so that would add volume, and it's gonna make you feel fuller with a lot less calories. So that's the beauty of it too, okay? So most fruits and vegetables are naturally low in fat and calories, and they're filling. So it's gonna also help you to keep or maintain a healthy blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, you need to decrease the maybe meats, maybe red meats, maybe you need to make changes to adjust, yes, but there's always the vegetables is going to help you to maintain a good blood pressure, maintain the cholesterol low if you need to. We all need to, and it's going to lower the risk factors for heart disease, okay? Also, eating more fiber, which are fiber is in the veggies and fruit, it's going to reduce the inflammation. You're going to eat more fiber, which is going to always going to be healthy. I mean, we can go on and on about the benefits really of eating, especially vegetables. And I'm gonna say why I keep saying special vegetables in a minute. Okay. Also, it's gonna lower your risk for heart disease, lower your risk for some cancers. Remember, being overweight or obese increases your risk up to 13 types of cancer. So it's no longer about only appearance. I know it's gonna make us feel probably look better, feel better, but it's not only about appearance, it's about really disease prevention, and specifically because I'm from M.D. Anderson, cancer prevention, which is the key, okay? We're gonna lower our risk for type 2 diabetes. So keep that in mind. Now, by eating fruits and vegetables, we're gonna be eating fiber, okay? Fiber is present in all unprocessed plant foods. So eating more fruits and vegetables improves the health of our gut. So you're better able to absorb the nutrients from food that supports our immune system and reduces inflammation. I keep repeating this because remember, when we are overweight or obese, when all the fat that we have accumulated specifically in the mid part of our waist, we are in a inflammation, chronic inflammation. So we need to reduce that inflammation by losing some weight, by eating more fiber and healthier, okay? So also fiber can lower cholesterol and stabilize blood sugar, and it's great for good bowel management also. I mean, what else can we say? Fiber helps move food through, yes, helps control the blood sugar, makes you feel full faster with a lot less calories. So remember, whole grains are another plant-based food loaded with fiber. Uh, Examples are brown rice, white rice, whole wheat, cornmeal, oatmeal, quinoa, barley, tabbouleh, and we can go on and on. Those are great, those are plant-based foods, and they have a lot of fiber in it. So think about all these choices and start including them in your daily meals. Try different things. I am from Mexico, so we eat a lot of legumes, all the beans, red beans, black beans, pinto beans. Just be careful how you cook them. If you're gonna fry them with a lot of oil, it's kind of defeating the purpose, okay? So just do that, or don't try not to cook them with pork meat because it has a lot of fat in it. But those, again, are a great source of protein. Try different way to cook them. Lentils, we eat also a lot of lentils. Those are fantastic too. Look for recipes. You can go to YouTube and try different recipes and try tasting, give them to taste to your family, because sometimes if you tell them that you're gonna change or you're gonna cook something different, they're all gonna be, oh no. So don't even tell them. Sometimes, I mean, when I do use turkey ground meat instead of red meat, they don't even notice the difference, to be honest with you. They don't. So, or add more veggies to their favorite foods. So experiment, try different things. So also the family will be happy, because we want family to be happy as well. So as we mentioned it, eating variety of fruits and veggies would give you all the benefits, yes? Most vegetables are naturally low in fat and calories. Look at this picture. Isn't this beautiful? None of them have any cholesterol. They have all those nutrients. You're gonna find that some of them have a lot of calcium, like a broccoli, the oranges, the spinach, iron, some of them like peas, beans, prunes, raisins, spinach. Spinach is so fantastic. It's full of the nutrients. Potassium, I mean, diets rich in potassium may help you maintain healthy blood pressure, like sweet potatoes, white beans, tomato products, like you can have the tomato paste or tomato sauce, or even tomato juice. Okay, this fantastic source of potassium. Vitamin A helps you with eye and skin. Okay, so where you find vitamin A in squash. Now it's time for the spaghetti squash. Haven't you tried spaghetti squash? If you haven't, you're missing something delicious. You don't know how to cook it, you don't feel overwhelmed, go to YouTube and just type, how do I cook spaghetti squash? And boom, it's gonna, the recipes, I love it. And it's common that this time of the year that you're gonna find them. Again, vitamin C, in kiwi, strawberries, broccoli, oranges, papaya. So please eat a great variety of different colors. I heard a nutritionist giving a class and said that that your plate every day should have at least 3 different colors. That's a good tip to keep in mind. Okay, so remember this. Now we're going to start talking about how much vegetables and fruit we recommend per age. children between ages of 2 or 3 should eat 1 cup of veggie and 1 cup of fruit every day. Now, remember we discussed this last week. Remember, 1 cup is about a fist, so you can estimate it, but I would definitely recommend that you get your measurement cups so you would know exactly. And this is minimum. That doesn't mean that they can eat more, especially veggies. At certain age, we're gonna start lowering the consumption of fruit, and we're gonna talk a little about that in a minute, okay? So 1 cup of veggies and 1 cup of fruit. This is not too much for kids of 2 to 3 years old. And remember, the younger they start eating all this variety of vegetables, the easier it's gonna be as they grow up, because they're gonna grow up already knowing all different textures and colors, so they're gonna be healthier. Okay, now children 4 to 8 years old, 1.5 cups of veggies every day and 1.5 cups of fruit every day. 1.5. Still very good. I mean, it's not a lot. Minimum, okay? So try and include it in the breakfast, and during the lunch, and during dinner, and it's very easy to at least eat a cup and a half. You know this. I say you know this. Okay, then ages 9 to 13 years old, now it's 2.5 cups of veggies and 1.5 cup of fruit. Notice now, more vegetables than fruit. You start noticing this, and I would recommend that you could increase the vegetables of the more than the recommended, but do not increase the recommended size of fruit. Okay, why? Because fruit, yes, they're healthy, yes, they have fiber, some more than others, but yes, they have a lot of sugar, especially if you have diabetes. Remember, you need to follow your doctor's instructions, because the people with diabetes, especially type 2 diabetes or both of the diabetes, cannot eat fruit a lot, okay? So be aware of that. So 1.5 cups for then 14 years old to 18 years old, now 3 cups of veggies and only 2 of fruit. Again, you can give them more vegetables, but try not to give them more than 2 cups of fruit every day, okay? And we're talking about whole fruits. We're not talking about fruit juices, because fruit juices that have removed the best of the fruit, which is the fiber, yes, and they left only the sugar. So be careful with fruit juices. We recommend these whole fruits and whole if you're gonna have juices or smoothies, it's better vegetable smoothies, because they have a lot less calories. Okay, just be aware of that, and limit the fruit juices among children too as well, because they have a lot of sugar, therefore a lot of calories. And we need to start watching also very closely what children are eating. Okay, now adults, 2 to 3 cups of non-starchy vegetables every day, okay? And only 1.5 to 2 cups of fruit every day. So start limiting your fruit consumption. I don't know if you eat a lot of it, but I'm from Mexico, and in all Latin America, we eat a lot of fruit. So that's a challenge for us, and that's one thing that I keep talking about it among Hispanics. You need to watch your fruit consumption. Again, they're healthy, they have fiber. We're talking about natural fruit, but they have a lot of sugar. So watch out. Instead of eating, I don't know, 3 bananas every day, watch out. 1.5 cup a day. That's probably, if it's a large banana, that's probably half of one, a big, large banana. So watch for that. Why? because of the sugar, okay? Also, we want you to eat non-starchy vegetables, okay? Now, remember, all vegetables contain some carbohydrates. Yes, vegetables are categorized as starchy and non-starchy. Yes, starch is the main type of carbohydrates. Yes, so starch can be found in a range of foods, like we find them in the cereals and pasta, breads. That's the starch. So what it means is starchy vegetables can have 3 to 4 times more carbohydrates than non-starchy vegetables. For this reason, uh, also they're gonna have a lot more calories. Yes, and also if you have diabetes, you have to also be very careful of not eating starchy vegetables. Okay. Starch vegetables. What example we know about vegetables that are starchy? Number one is we probably know these: potatoes, okay, corn, peas, some squashes like butternut. They have a lot of starch. So just be careful with those, okay? If you're gonna eat a potato, you can have it, but a small potato like this, the size of your fist, with skin. You're gonna brush it very well. You're gonna wash it very well. Why? Because in the skin you're gonna find a lot of nutrients and some fiber, and also you're not gonna fry it. You're gonna bake it, but a small one, not like huge potato, and then you're gonna add bacon and cheese and cream and I don't know who. No. Just a small potato with the skin in it, and you're gonna either bake or boil or so, okay? And don't add extra calories in it. And remember, if you can, eat it with the skin. I love the skin. I don't know if you, but a lot of the nutrients are in the skin of most of the vegetables and fruit. So whenever you can, do not peel the fruit or veggies, okay? Like, of course, the fruits or vegetables that you have to peel, it's obvious, but whenever you can, don't peel them. Just wash them very well, okay? So what other starch vegetables are? Usually the roots are like potatoes, sweet potatoes, beets. Those are also, they have very high starch content. But if you're gonna we're gonna suggest, instead of regular potatoes, we prefer the sweet potatoes because they have more nutrients. But it's still, just be careful with those. And again, if you have diabetes, you need to check with your doctor or the nutritionist what are the food that you should not eat, okay? Now, remember we mentioned this last week, and I just said that again. The recommendation is eat more than half of your plate of plant-based food. Not only fruit, vegetables, but also legumes or whole grains like a brown rice, white rice, quinoa, lentils, all kinds of beans. Those are fantastic source of plants too. And only 1/3 of or less of animal protein. You don't have to eat animal protein, obviously. I mean, not obviously, but I mean, all those legumes have a lot of protein. So in case of you prefer not to have animal protein, and remember, we need to limit our red meat consumption. We talked about this last week. We recommend not to eat more than 18 ounces of red meat a week. So you can split it like 3 times a week or smaller portions every day, but not more than 18 ounces a week of red meat. Red meat, beef, pork, venison, lamb, all those are red meats, okay? Instead, turkey, chicken, fish, okay? And remember, try different grains, try different legumes, you can have tofu, garbanzo beans, quinoa, lentils. I mean, all those things. I don't know you, but I love them. So try that. Try to incorporate them in your diet. Now let's talk about sugar. It's an addiction. Sugar, we're addicted to sugar. So we need to wean from the sugar intake, just like babies. We not start weaning them from the breast milk. We need to do that from sugar. Yes, we do need sugar to function. Yes, carbohydrates, which break down into glucose, are the primary fuel source for our body. We recommend that you get sugar naturally in foods like fruits, vegetables, including dairy products. Yes, because they're packed with nutrients like fiber, vitamins, minerals, essential for healthy diet. The fiber in these foods slows the absorption of sugar by your body to a healthy pace. Okay, so this is the sugar we're gonna get, but what average people, remember, diabetics, you need to follow your doctor's instructions. So this is good. This is okay. That's why we want you to choose whole fruits over fruit drinks and juices, because I already said these fruit juices don't have any fiber. That's why it's better to eat the whole fruit. It contains the added fiber. This is gonna make us feel full. And the fruit juices, they don't have the fiber. So, and it's all sugar. So be careful with that. Now, we don't want no added sugar at all, obviously. Well, not obviously. We have to be very careful with that, okay? All those packaged foods, they usually use a lot of sugar to enhance the flavor. So all those commercials, all these cereals for children that pack of sugar, don't believe that this is healthy for children, for goodness sake. Don't believe that cocktail fruits are healthy for children. Yes, it's probably surprising to see just how much added sugar is hidden in some common foods, okay? And it adds up very quickly. So if we want to lose weight, we need to be aware of all these things, okay? Some people think that, oh, I give cereal to my children every day, which is healthy. It depends what type of cereal. If it's this type of cereal, this is not healthy. Look at the labels and look at how much sugar they might have. Yogurts, if you like yogurt, which is very healthy, natural yogurt. Remember, everything that has color and flavor is because it has added sugar in it. So go for the plain yogurt, go for the plain cereals, okay? Be careful. Even bread some breads have added sugar. So all the packaged meals, read the labels. Here you can see 100% fruit juices, how many spoons of sugar has them. This is for, let me see, this is serving size of 12 ounces, 100 fruit juice. Look, all this sugar. These are teaspoon. Each teaspoon has 4 grams of sugar. You see this? More than soda. So be careful. Energy drinks, the same thing. Soda, forget about it. Sport drinks. Even milk has some sugar, natural sugar even. And if you add sugar, even worse. So be careful with that. So it's better flavor water, have less, vegetable juice, a lot less sugar, soy milk, a lot less, Of course, unsweetened black coffee, unsweetened tea, or just water. Just remember, drink a lot of water. This is the recommendation, okay? So just avoid things that has added sugar in it and pay attention to the nutrition labels. We talked about this last time. Look at the serving size, how many calories that serving size has, and look at the content of sugar, okay? Be very careful of that. Okay. Instead, you can, you know, if your family are accustomed to drink, I don't know, their tea with a lot of sugar in it, on the tea, start switching and adding some, I don't know, orange slices, lemon or lime, or I don't know, some, I don't know, so they look tasty. And a lot of places now they put water with cucumbers in it and some mint. Have you tried? I like it. So try that instead. It has a lot of sugar. Be careful with the artificial sweeteners. So a lot of people is like, I cannot have sugar because I want to lose weight or have diabetes, but they use a lot of artificial sweeteners in their drinks. We don't want you to do that. All that saccharin, sucrose, aspartame, all those, we don't recommend them. We don't recommend diet sodas, okay? Those are not healthy alternatives to sugary drinks, okay? So instead, try this. A lot of the natural sugar substitutes are better, but we want to wean little by little from that craving of being so sweet, everything that we drink, basically, okay? So a lot of people ask me about stevia. Yes, stevia is natural, but guess what? Stevia is a lot more sugar, more sweet, a lot sweeter than regular sugar. So even because they don't have any calories, doesn't mean that you're gonna pack on stevia everything that you drink, because that's defeating the purpose of you trying to win from that sugar taste, the sugar craving that we have. So be careful with that. Yes, stevia has a lot of calories. I mean, a lot of calories. It's very sweet, too sweet. I don't remember. It was like a 300 times more sweeter than the sugar or something like that. So be careful with that. Start adding less sweetener or sugar to whatever you drink, little by little, until you get used to it, okay? This, you tell me, is this true or false? You can think about this. A lot of people think, yes, it is true. Other people say, no, it's not true. It can be true, but because of that, you need to mind buying fruits and vegetables that, you know, places that are less expensive. Of course, I mean, I don't do my groceries at Whole Foods, for example. It's a lot more expensive. I don't know you, but I cannot afford it. So also buy seasonal produce. Yes, there are a variety of fresh produce at low price, depending on the season. Try different places, farmers markets, community gardens. Some churches have food distribution. Find out about in your neighborhood where you can get some food. They include now vegetables, okay? Some people say this is true. Your kids might not want to eat vegetables, but you have to be patient. And remember, I said that the younger they start eating all kinds of different variety of vegetables, they were gonna get used to it. So be patient, keep insisting, cooking them in different ways, add them to their favorite food, add them to their spaghetti, add them to their eggs, add them to whatever they like, start adding different vegetables. I would not recommend that you blend the vegetables and put it in their food, because you want them to taste the different taste texture, that they know what they're eating until they get used to it. Sit down and eat as a family, okay? Let them go with you uh to the supermarket, and let them choose what vegetable they want to try. uh Maybe you want to grow vegetables in your garden, or maybe in your pots. You can have, I don't know, you can grow tomatoes in the small spaces. Try different things until they will get used to it. Okay, buy fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay, make a salad or a side dish, add them to your favorite foods, put them in baggies, easy to snack, easy to eat, have them ready. Okay, when you come back from the supermarket, go ahead, wash them all, cut them, have them ready to eat, ready to cook for you. Make a plan when you go to the supermarket. Think already, you have already what vegetable you're gonna add to your breakfast, to your lunch, to your dinner every day, so you will know what to buy. So remember, once you buy it, you have to cook them, you have to eat them, because you don't want all the vegetables to go to bad. Okay, so cook them in. I do that every Saturday. I come, wash my fruits, wash my vegetables, cut them. Sometimes I already bake them, grill them. I have them ready to eat. Otherwise, during the day, I work too many hours, and then when I'm done, I'm tired. I don't want to start washing vegetables and peel them. No, have them ready. Okay, be creative. Different ways to add them, especially if you have picky people in your family, like children. So be creative. I insist you can go to YouTube, and they have so many ideas of very easy ways to cook different vegetables, or different ways that you can add them to your foods. Try different vegetables. When was the last time that you eat eggplant? When you were 10, and now you haven't eaten again because you remember that when you were 10 years old, you didn't like it? Come on, try it again. What about those Brussels sprouts, spaghetti squash, turnips? Try different ones. If you don't know how to cook them, look it up on YouTube. Oh, there's so many. Sometimes I look it up on YouTube sometimes, because I have eaten, I don't know, cauliflower in two different ways that I love, but I wanted a different recipe. I look it up and I got so many different ideas. You'll be surprised. So remember, try different vegetables. Remember, we want different colors, textures. Okay. So stop doing this insanity of eating packaged meals. Uh, we don't want, don't even buy them. Don't bring them to your work, to your office. Uh, Sometimes we open our desk drawers and there are all those cookies, candies. Don't do that. Instead, have them, bring them all the veggies ready to eat, healthy snacks. It would, don't give up. Okay, if you really need to lose weight by eating healthier, more vegetables, it really is going to help you. So be conscious about what you eat. I'm very confident in this lane that you're going to eat at least 2 to 3 cups of non-starchy vegetables. 2 to 3 cups, it's really not too much. And only 1.5 to 2 cups of fruit every day. I'm very confident, and I know you will do that. Don't say, I'll start on Monday. Start today for dinner this evening, because if we say Monday, I'll start Monday, that Monday would never come. Okay, so start right away. And think about it. How many fruits and vegetables would you eat? Would you remember this? What new fruits and vegetables will you would try one new vegetables a week. Put yourself at, say that as a challenge to you. Go to different supermarkets that they would have different vegetables, and sometimes we haven't tried them, we don't know how to eat them. Look it up. I have gone to the Asian supermarket and they have so many vegetables that I didn't know, and they still I've still some want to try some of others that I haven't tried yet. Try that. Okay. So what new fruits and vegetables you're gonna try? When would you start again? This evening for dinner. Okay. This is the commercials of M.D. Anderson. If you're interested in our presentations, you can request that at mdanderson.org/community. They are free. All these topics we have available. Now, as we go to the questions, I'm gonna ask you, all of you, please grab your phone right now. It's gonna take you only a couple of minutes. Grab your phone on camera mode. Melinda, I wanna see you. Approach it to the QR code, and it's gonna take you to a survey. It's gonna take you only 2 minutes. Come on, Sheila, are you doing it? I hope so. This is gonna take you to a survey. It's gonna take you on only a couple of minutes. It is anonymous. We don't ask name, last name. These surveys are only because we want to know how we're doing it, if you learn anything. It's very brief. If you cannot do it on, use the QR code, you can type in your device. I don't know if you have a laptop or your phone on the internet. Type this bit.ly dash this, type it, and it's gonna take you to that survey. Please, you would help me tremendously doing this. And here we have our phone number if you had, or contact information if you had further questions for us. And that's all I have today.